And obviously a lot of tension between you guys. So if that and when that rematch does happen, you know, how does it play out differently this time around?
The last fight, like I said, the whole situation that happened right before the ending of the fight, it was weird. It was weird. I just want to see if he can set that up on his own. You know what I mean? Like not after a break, not when you know what I mean, close the distance. See if you can set it up on your own. Like again, like I said.
Bem-vindos ao canal Clips MMA. Em entrevista para o canal da jornalista Helen Lee no YouTube, Jamahal Hill voltou a ser questionado sobre o Poatan e passou quase toda a conversa falando sobre ele. Assumiu não ter nenhum problema pessoal contra o brasileiro, mas provocou, falando que quer ver como o Poatan se sai sem a tal vantagem da primeira luta. Vamos conferir, já se inscrevam aí no canal e bora!
Well, speaking of action, you know, this past weekend, UFC 310, I mean, a lot of action between you and Alex Pereira at the PI. I mean, when you kind of reflect on that, like, you know, what is your recollection of everything that happened?
I mean, for the most part, it was just, we had the exchange where he said something on Twitter, you know, and I just went to go talk to him and tell him in person, like, yo, I'm coming. I'm putting in the work. Don't run the heavyweight. After I handle this guy, you're next. You know, that's pretty much how it started, and then it went from there to he said something. He's like, if you woke up from UFC 300, I was like, I'm wide awake now, and I'm going to put you to sleep for real. You know, it was never anything like, oh, let's fight right now or no things like that. It was just competitive talk, and then it went from that to what people saw, you know, how they interpret it.
Yeah, well, what they saw was that Alex threw the gloves at you, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's from what I'm hearing. That's what people took, is he threw the gloves for me. I should have put them on and things like that. But it's like, I'm here to get paid. We made a lot of money the first time we fought, right? And we can go right then. Like I told him, I was like, we don't need gloves, because if we're gonna fight right here, right now, we just gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? But I get paid. I'm here to make money, and I'm gonna knock your ass out, and I'm gonna collect a check for it.
Well, you are fighting on January 18th. So do you believe, you know, with the win over Yuri, that rematch, you know, for the title against Pereira would be next?
Yeah, 100%. There's no other fight. There's no other fight after that, especially with a dominant and decisive victory in this next bout. That's all that I see next for myself.
And obviously a lot of tension between you guys. So if that and when that rematch does happen, you know, how does it play out differently this time around?
I think it's fire. I think it's going to be more energy. You know, it's a little bit more fire. Before, we didn't really have a story between the two of us. Now we've had time. You know, it's a heated competitive rivalry at this point. You know, the last fight, like I said, the whole situation that happened right before the ending of the fight, it was weird. It was weird. I just want to see if he can set that up on his own. You know what I mean? Like not after a break, not when you know what I mean, close the distance. See if you can set it up on your own. Like again, like I said, I'm not making any excuses about it, but it happened. It's on film. It happened, and I want to see what it's like without it.
Well, where did all this beef kind of reignite from? Or was it just, you know, this whole time, like the beef between you and Alex?
It's just competitive. It's just a competitive fight. We're in the same division. He's the champion in the division. I'm a top contender in the division, and we just competitive. It's just that competitive nature. I don't really look at it as like, oh, he's somebody that I hate or something like that, or somebody that I just like. It's like, oh, I want to fight this motherfucker all the time, or like any things like that. If anything, other people bring him up to me more than I ever think about him. You know, so it's just competitive. It's just a competitive fight. He's a fierce competitor. I'm a fierce competitor, and that's where it comes from.
Well, good to know. So nothing personal.
Nah, 100% nothing personal.
Well, there's always so much going on in the 205 division. You know, looking at someone like Magomed Ankalayev, then what do you think should be next for him? Because I know he's calling for that title shot.
Personally, fuck him. I don't like him. You want to talk about personal? I don't like that dude.
What happened?
He's a bitch. He just always, every interaction that we've had, like online, he always shooting shots, say shit. Even when I'm like not even talking about you, I'm not saying anything crazy to you, and he still just tries to find a way to shoot shots at me. But meanwhile, he was at the PI for fucking, we were there for weeks at the same time, and he didn't say a fucking word. He didn't say anything to me or anything like that. But the minute he gets online, so he's a bitch.